Zen and the Martial Way. Zazen does not make it Zen. What if I told you that adding a few minutes of meditation to a martial arts class doesn't make it Zen? Wait, how can that be? You dim the lights, everyone sits cross-legged, the room gets quiet, and suddenly the dojo feels spiritual. But here's the problem. Calling that Zen is like sprinkling sugar on your cereal and calling it dessert. It might taste different, and it might taste good, but it's not the real thing. Let's rewind. Yes, the word Zazen does mean seated meditation. And yes, Zen monks have done it for centuries. But here's what's almost never explained. Zazen isn't a tool for achieving Zen. Done properly, Zazen itself is the expression of Zen. Big difference. Dogen, the 13th century Zen master and founder of the Sōhō school, called it the Dharma gate of repose and bliss. Not because it's relaxing, but because, done properly, it is already the complete manifestation of enlightenment. But when martial artists tack on a few minutes of sitting before or after sparring, they're using it more like a stretching routine for the mind. Something to calm the nerves, slow the breathing, maybe improve focus. All good things. But unfortunately, the moment you use Zazen to some end, you've gone in exactly the wrong direction. Because in Zen, the instant you sit for something, anything, you divide the world into self and other, practice and goal, me sitting and it working. And the reality is that when seated meditation is done properly, Zen actually arises with the recognition of this very type of separation. You see, Zen isn't about posture, and it's not about silence. As was said earlier, it is ultimately about dissolving the split between actor and action, between the one who punches and the punch itself. But this dissolving activity can't be fully examined, fully understood, and then persistently realized with just a few minutes of sitting before or after class. And history has shown that this dissolving activity can't be fully realized without competent instruction from an enlightened teacher. Takuan Sōhō, the Zen monk who advised the samurai, warned that if the mind stops to think, I am blocking or I am striking, the movement is already too late. The time for action has passed. And that kind of spontaneity just doesn't come from adding a few minutes of Zazen to training. It comes when the manifestation of Zen arises simultaneously with the understanding of Zen. When there's no training and no self left to train. The irony is that adding Zazen as a separate exercise, now we sit, now we fight, actually reinforces the very separation Zen seeks to dissolve. And the instant there's no separation between breath and body, attacker and defender, sitting and training, then, and only then, is the martial way manifesting Zen. So let's realize that adding Zazen to a martial arts class doesn't make it Zen. Because Zen isn't just about sitting quietly with legs crossed. It's Zen when the teachings are reflected in every bow, every strike, every moment where the world and you are not two. When that happens, there's no more sitting and no more fighting. There's just the perfect stillness of movement itself. And that is the martial way that needs no Zen label at all.